What's happening, peeps and peepettes? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. In this video, we are going to take care of the Narendra-class Support Cruiser. Now, these are ships that are actually just has been released, and by just I mean on Thursday. And today is Friday, 14th of September. And in this channel, in this video, I'm actually going to go through every little detail that there is to be seen on these ships. Now, you can buy these things from the C-store right here. They are currently on a discount. I did buy them, so there's going to be available. They're not going to be showing up how much it is, but I think if you purchase them in the discount, I think it's going to be on the weekend as well. So it's going to cost you about 3,200 Zen. And if you don't buy the pack, it's going to cost you 4,000 Zen if you buy the pack without a discount. So I would recommend buying the pack. So you're going to get one for your Federation character and one for your Klingon aligned characters. So, you know, you're going to get the benefit of both of them. Like I said, I did buy them, and for some reason it is all the way to the end up here. So there it is, the Narendra-class Support Cruiser. Now, this is how these ships look like in the screenshot. Kind of looks familiar to some people, and if you're going to read the text in a little bit, you guys are going to be amazed at what is written right there, because I think it's really cool. But anyway, in this video, let me give you guys a rundown. We are going to take care of all of the information that Cryptic has provided us. We are going to take care of all of the statistics that this ship is capable of. After that, we are going to go into space, heading it like in comparison with another ship to define the size of this thing, how big it is against the Lucari scout ship. After that, we are going to equip all of the shield visuals and see if there is any customization that is going to be done in this ship on the ground. Then we're also going to take care of, I don't think there is going to be a unique bridge, because Cryptic is not doing unique bridges as of late. So if there is not going to be a unique bridge, we are going to take a closer look at the bridge officer stations. After that, we are going to head over into space combat, and that's going to conclude this video. But first of all, let's see what Cryptic has provided us in a little bit of a backstory, how this ship has come to be. So the Honored Ambassador class Starship traces his lineage back to the NCC 1701C. Having borne the honor of the name Enterprise, as acted for a short time as the flagship of the Federation, the modernized take on its classic design has been outfitted to the versatility and survivability as benefited for stored pass of that ill-fated ship. Stored pass of that ill-fated ship. This updated starship has been given the moniker of Naranda in honor of the battle that saw the ship destroyed, which paved the way for an eventual peace treaty with the Klingon Empire. Now, I'm going to leave that for what it is. I know you guys that are really into Star Trek know what's going on, so I'm not even going to cover that part. But just suffice it to say, this thing is, based on the 1701 ship that has been destroyed, and it's really cool. Anyway, this starship features a commander engineering / temporal operative specialist bridge officer seat. The temporal starship are capable of making subtle alteration on the molecular level through the use of molecular reconstruction. Now, as an ability, as a tactic, this has been a long time. This game mechanic has been in the game for a long time, and there is nothing new about this. So it is really cool that all of these support ships have them, or at least this one and the Klingon variant that have them. And it's kind of like, just a little bit of a boost to do a little bit more damage, a little bit more survivability and stuff like that. So it's really cool. But continuing down this information right here, this technology allows the Starship to consume one of the different configurations: defense, offense, and support. Each configuration has its own strengths and weaknesses. Each of the configurations generate their own specific counter. Up to 6 counters can be generated at any given time, and these counters can be used to fuel your molecular deconstruction beam. So there is a defensive configuration, there is an offensive configuration support, like we also said, and also the molecular deconstruction beam. Activating this ability requires a total of 6 counters generated by the defensive configuration, offensive configuration, or support configuration. Molecular deconstruction beam deals physical damage over time and disables the target. In addition to heal your hull over time, this power damages scales with the number of defensive counters consumed. Its hull healing scales with the number of defensive counter consumed, and lastly, its disabled duration scales with the number of support counters consumed. Activating this ability will consume all offensive, defensive, and support counters generated from the configuration that you have set up beforehand. Now, this is interesting. There are 2 things that are really interesting. I just skimmed over the ship, what it is and what it does. But there are 2 things that are really interesting: the universal console and the trait. The trait is amazing. I'm going to read about the trait a little bit later, but right now let's do the universal console. This Starship comes with the console universal temporal trajectory shifter. Manipulating localized space-time allows this complex technology to shift the chronometric energy from one starship's continuity to another. This process is explained by the in layman terms of stealing time from the target. I have no idea, but sure. By redirecting temporal energies, they become slower while you become faster. Relatively speaking, of course, these energy translate as a reduction to the foe's weapon firing speed, ability recharge, and defensive rating, while those same aspects of your own starship performance are increased. So, summarizing, this thing is your enemy is going to be slower in firing their weapons, beams, cannons, torpedoes, whatever, and you're going to be faster in firing your own beams, weapons, torpedoes, etc. Also, a defensive rating, so they're going to be weaker, you're going to be stronger. Very nice. This can also provide a passive boost to the defensive rating and Starship scientific readiness skill. So scientific is all about science and science ability, so that's really cool. This console can be equipped in any console slot on any Starship, so very nice to have in your fleet of ships that you have or might have. Really nice. Oh yeah, this is the trait. Pay close attention because this is really awesome. After achieving level 5 in your Support Cruiser Tier 6, you will unlock the History Will Remember Starship Trait. Prolonged conflicts become more desperate and more heroic as the time wears on, and only those ships and crews to which the fortitude and withstand such onslaught will be remembered in an annus of history. Annus of history. I don't know how to pronounce this, but sure. While this trait is loaded, each foe that damage you will grant you a stack of history will remember, which impairs increased damage, hull capacity, and hull regeneration. Each foe only counts as a single stack, no matter how many times they damage you. Each stack will last until you leave the map, and you will have up to 30 stacks at maximum. Stacks may only be gained a maximum of once per second. So, summarizing this thing all here together is going to be like whenever an enemy, and that is an enemy attacking you, not you attacking an enemy, but an enemy attacking you, so basically taking aggro. you're going to get one of these stacks that are called History Will Remember, and each of these stacks is going to increase your damage output. That can be damage from your beams, damage from your torpedoes, or science abilities that are going to increase damage. So this is basically all damage category 2 basically, and also it's going to increase your hull capacity and also the hull regeneration. So hull capacity is just a flat out hull hit points increasement, and hull regeneration is basically whenever you're going to regenerate your hull. Very nice, right? Very nice. And all of these are a maximum of 30 stacks, and they're going to last the entire event. So that's until you leave the map. So you basically go in a map or STF or whatever have you, you're going to start attacking people are going to attack you, and they're going to give you one of these stacks for the entire duration of the of the map, the entire event that you're going to do in that map. Amazing in my book. Amazing. This thing is definitely cool. This ship also is going to give you +5 to all power, so shields, weapon, ox, engines going to get +5. Also going to get that universal console that we just read about, and molecular deconstruction beam or reconstruction beam, starship ability package. Now this is a support cruiser, so basically a tank. Keep that in mind. This is meant to take aggro from all of the small ships, all of the escorts and stuff like that. So this is going to be a tank ship. So absorption plating, physical and kinetic resistance to tank. Rapid repairs is going to increase your hull regeneration to tank. Enhanced plating, energy resistance to take out, to take more damage basically, or less damage in this case. Armored hull is going to increase the maximum hit points, just an increasement in hit points in your hit point pool. And History Will Remember is that Starship Trait that I definitely am crazy about. Also cruiser communication array, strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulator, and weapon system efficiency and attract fire. Now these are benefits that your entire team is going to get. Basically all cruisers get these communication arrays abilities. These are really awesome if they are activated. The entire team is going to benefit from this, or at least the entire 5-man team that is going to be in the team. But anyway, this was all of the information and statistic that Cryptic has provided us. Now we are going to go into the customization part of this thing and see what kind of customization we can do with this thing. Can we add other saucer, other pieces to this thing? And that's going to be right now. In the customization part, we can find out that this ship is really flat. This is the old Ambassador class. This is a mission reward for you guys. So you can basically choose with 2 templates of this thing, the Narendra. So that is the C-Store skin or template. From what we are doing the review on, but you can also change it to the Ambassador. And it's kind of funny because I never did the review about the Ambassador ship. I might do that eventually if I have time, but right now I'm just gonna do the version that I bought for 32,000 Zen, 3,200 Zen from the C-Store. Now, as I mentioned before, there is just the origin bridge. You can also change it to something else, but that's going to cost you, if you haven't bought the bridge packs and stuff like that, it's going to cost you to obtain the different bridges. But there is no unique bridge to this ship. Unfortunately, Cryptic is not doing bridges anymore. That's just a shame for all of these, really awesome ships. And they're also not putting any new ship packs that you can do for bridges. That's kind of like, in my opinion, just a bit of a loss in revenue. But it's their company that has to basically do with, you know, what they think it's their big money grab. But that's a whole different discussion. Let's talk about this ship. This ship kind of looks cool, to be honest. Definitely has that, you know, sort of deflector dish, because if you compare it with the two of them, it's like, you know, a really steep angle. And it looks awesome. It has a little bit of the Excelsior part right here. Very nice. I do apologize for all of the logins, log out that you guys are seeing across your across this video. My friends list as of late has been, you know, exponentially growing. So it's, you know, every 2-3 seconds, 5 seconds, you actually see somebody logging in and out. So I do apologize for that. There is an option to turn that off, but I haven't really looked at it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it right here so you guys can have a better look at the windows and the lights up here. Can I zoom in more? No. Can I zoom in out? I can. It's really small like that, but to see the windows, we are definitely going to keep it like that. All right, so at default, the window type number 5 has been selected. Now I'm going to showcase all of them. So this is window type 1. Window type 1, and I'm going to hover over window type 1 and 2 so you guys can see the differences between 1 and 2. 1 is not really rendering to see. Okay, maybe that's a bug, or maybe that's just... They might need a little bit of a touch-up right here, because something is not showing. All right, 2 and 3. Oh, 3 is not even showing as well. What about 4? Okay, 4 we got lights up here at number 4. So 4 and 5 have been lit up, but 2 and 3 still need a little bit of work. To be honest, I'm going to go with... I kind of like 4, to be honest, for this particular ship. You can also see the escape pods right there. Very nice. Oh, and this is something interesting. Look at this green and red tail light. It usually are like lights up here, right, on the nacelles, but this thing has it on the aft section of the hull. Very nice. On top as well. Oh, that's so cool. There usually are, like, you know, lights at the end of the nacelles that are emanating red. And right there on the saucer section as well, on the left and on the right. All right, so let's see if this thing is going to have some really awesome different window, or at least not window, material types. So this is material type number 1. And I'm going to just rotate this ship around so you guys can see all of the details. And then between 1 and 2. 2 has a little bit more details in the saucer section all over the place. Very nice. And also has that really cool glow on top. There it is, when it actually hits the sunlight. Very nice. And I do love the warp nacelles being like a little bit of like a armored piece. Nice. So it's like enveloped in armor. Very nice. All right, number 3. 3 is a little bit dirty. It's dirty. Needs to go through a car wash. All right, whoa, where is 4 and 5? 4 and 5 is not showing up. So 3 and 6, all right. Ooh, 6 is really, really bright. Now, these bugs that you guys are seeing right here with the windows and with the material types, that also could be a factor because I'm in the Tribble testing server. There is a little bit more peace and quiet over here, so I'm not going to really get bothered by fans that I want to be in the video. For that, I have live stream events. There is also a new live stream event that's going to be held where I'm going to give away weapons and stuff like that. I do hope you guys are going to make it on that event because it's really fun, but you can win weapons, right? Weapons for your ship. Very nice material type number 6. Now, at default, this thing came equipped with material type number 7. So this is how it looks like. Very nice. I do think that they made the really awesome choice by making this their default material types. Now there are 2 other ones that are the upgraded and the veteran. Now this has to do with me being a lifetime member. Not everyone is going to get these material types, but yeah, kind of like it a little bit, like a little bit dark. Nice, very nice. I do enjoy the scatter light. Nice. All right, and the veteran class. The veteran class has a really cool decals. You guys can actually see that it has like strips of light that are bluish in nature, and it's really nice. So happy that I bought this thing. Very nice. Looks amazing in my book. All right, let's see the advanced. If we can mismatch components, we can. So we have 2 different ones. We do change the whole section right there. If we can showcase it a little bit better with the deflector dish housing and the saucer section. So you can definitely mismatch components. They do give you that as an option. So you can make your own different ships at the nacelles as well. So you can change between the Ambassador and the Narendra. And also pattern overlays. You guys love pattern overlays. Now I'm just going to select something at random, not really think about what I'm doing right here. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a colors. Green and red. Now this is just something that you can fiddle around with it whenever you have a chance to make it better or worse. In my particular case, I'm making it worse, obviously, making some really hideous clownish starship. That's not really nice. But anyway, right now I'm going to head over into space and I'm going to launch another client and showcase this thing when with a different ship, so you guys can see the comparison in its size, how big this thing is in compared to the Lucari science ship. So we are in space right now, as you guys can see, with the comparison with the Lucari scout ship. This thing is not that big at all. Look at that thing. It's basically like twice the Lucari scout ship in its size. Like the saucer section is just a little bit smaller than the entire ship, so I would say 1.8 or something like that. Very nice. Kind of like it. Yeah, do not compare this thing with because it is a cruiser, that means the maneuverability of this thing is not going to be a lot, so it's not going to turn really quickly or anything like that. It's basically a support ship, so it's basically tanking is the main thing or the main purpose of this ship. So keep that in mind. But when it comes to the size, it's not really big though. I mean, I would expect it to be a little bit bigger, maybe like the saucer section right here. A little bit bigger, maybe twice or 3 times the scout ship for a support class ship. But it is what it is. I kind of like it. It's not really it's not really that big, but it's still big, right? I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of fiddles with the size, but I mean, that's just me picking on this ship. The way it is, I kind of like it. I really enjoy it the way it is. It definitely has like features of like the Enterprise and stuff like that. You can definitely see similarities with the Enterprise, so it's definitely cool. Anyway, all right, let me go to my favorite spot right there, to that support station right there, and start equipping all of the different visuals that you guys are interested to see. All right, so here we are at the support station right here, and this is the way, or at least I haven't done any modification to it, so this is the way this ship comes out of the box, and I'm going to remove the HUD for you guys so you guys can see this thing with all of the visuals that it comes equipped with the material type number 7, because when we were doing the customization, when I turned off the recording, I pressed cancel, so nothing has been changed, and this is how it looks like. Kind of looks really cool, to be honest. In my book, it looks really nice. All right. Let me turn it over a little bit so you guys can see when it is not being lit up by the sunlight. Very nice. Now I am going to try to uphold the 1 minute mark so you guys can see all of the visuals for 1 entire minute. But there are so many visuals, so this part is going to be really long, and I do apologize for that, but it is what it is, and we are going to start off all of these visuals with the adapted Mako visuals. If we can find that right away. Okay, that's the first one, that's second, and the third. All right, the adapted Mako right here. I'm going to start off my minute marker, and I'm going to see if I can uphold that minute. Can actually see a really cool deflector dish animation, and this thing has a really big deflector, so you can actually see lots and lots of details right there. Let me just turn it over. All right, so that's about a minute. What else am I going to showcase? The Aegis is going to be next, and the Aegis is that one, and that one, and that one. Here we go. That is how it looks like with the Aegis space set. Kind of like the engine trail that they put up. Like, usually, isn't it the engine trail supposed to be up here at the saucer section? Because they put it down here at the support structure. That's weird. But I guess they know better than I do. All right, let me flip it over. Now, as you guys can see, the turning circle or the turning rate of this thing is not really a lot because it is a support cruiser. Cruisers are not really maneuverable or that nimble to turn. As you guys can see, it basically takes like more than 20 seconds to make like a full circle. All right, next one, the simulated Borg space set. There we go. You see the really cool modifier to the warp nacelle. We got the engine modifier right here. We got lots of Borg decals. Nice. Got a huge deflector dish modifier. I wish they would actually do a little bit more of these type of stuff in, like, you know, the upcoming visuals that they're doing. You know, lots of more decals. Like, you know, you see the Borg modifier right there. The engine has one. The nacelle has one. That's cool. Like, all of the other modifiers, they only have, like, you know, visuals. You know, nothing has been added to the to ships and stuff like that. But I guess this has the theme of, like, the Voyager, when they actually modified the Voyager to be, like, you know, better with all of the Borg stuff that 7 of 9 came up with. Because she put a lot of Borg technology on that. Alright, so we got more than a minute showing off the Borg space set. Next is going to be the Bajoran visuals. See if I can find it. It's that one, and that one. Right, all three of the Bajorans. Now, the jury on my part is still not out if this is something that I like or don't like. And it's about 60 to 80% I'm not liking it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Whoa, I never saw this part. The deflector dish is, like, totally enveloped. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Like, it's closed up. Nice. What more can we say about this thing? It's... Let's see a little bit of a transition right here. Not a really big fan of this thing. Anyway, moving on to the next one, and the next one is gonna be the Breen. Breen, where are you, Breen? I am not seeing the Breen. Oh, there it is. Breen engines, Breen shields. Now, I usually don't uphold this list of visuals, but I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. I'm trying to do it, like, alphabetically, but it's all good, I guess. You guys can see in the video's description, you can see, like, timestamps where you can actually go to your favorite space set. If you like a certain space set, you just want to see that one. I've written time codes. Just click on the code and it's going to start up at that particular space set. All right, next one is going to be the counter command visuals. Counter command. Counter, and this is going to be the counter command visuals. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Look at this thing. Oh, that transition as well. Nice. Now, from the beginning, I don't know who comes up with these visuals, though, but, like, from the beginning, this counter command space set has been, you know, really awesome to look at, and everybody is really, like, you know, the ships that I've been collecting over the years. This set actually enhances the overall appeal of these ships. Oh, look at that. Totally different ship when it's like not in the on the luminous side of the ship. Very nice. And I just got a glimpse. Now I am in the triple testing server, so stuff might not be like that, but doesn't this color should be green? Isn't this supposed to be green color displayed as the whole? It's like bluish now. That's just, you know, striking odd in my book, or if I can remember correctly, it should be green. But anyway, maybe because I'm at the Sol system, it changes. I don't know. All right, so this was the counter command. Let's go to the delta. That's the delta, and that one is the engines, and that should be the shield visuals. Alrighty, we got the delta visuals right here. Nice. It kind of is, because this is like, you know, really big surface on the saucer section and underneath the hull as well. You can actually see like lots of details, and it's really, this is like really like, you know, like a Federation ship that has, you know, that you can see what it is on the decals and, you know, all of that. Very nice. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but this thing has like lots of surfaces right here on the saucer section, so you can definitely see the changes that the ship undertakes when you're equipping different visuals. And it's really cool to see that, because, like, you know, when you equip different visuals on a smaller looking ship, or, you know, an escort type ship, it's like really small, and you really don't get a really good feel of like, what are you equipping? What is that? Because this thing, because of the saucer section, it's really cool to see like, oh, okay, you're equipping this ship. All right, next one is going to be the Dyson. Whoa, the Dyson is also one of my personal favorite. No, that's the Brighton Dyson. These are the Dyson engines and the Dyson shields. Nice. Oh, I love the fact when it actually goes through these docks or shipyards or whatever it's called. It basically holds a ship while it is being built. Like garages? Are they called garages in space? Nice. Oh, look at that transition from night to day. Or from day to night. Nice. Look at all of these. Very nice. I do love these part right here on the upper nacelles. Very nice. These things kind of look like torpedoes. These Bussard collectors are really cool. The ship is really cool. All right, next one is going to be the Iconian. Hello, Iconians. And is it this one? No, that's the Iconians. Here we go with the Iconian visuals. You guys can definitely see the visuals at first glance. You can definitely recognize the Iconian patterns. Very nice. It's not really appealing when it's like lit up, to be honest. Like right here, this part, it's not really, it's like a washed out color or red. But when you guys are going to see the night version, look at that. Oh, just like that. It's a thing of beauty. All right, next, the Jem'Hadar visuals. If I can find one. Oh, here we go. Engines, and I have 2 shields somehow. I still have 2 shields. The Jem'Hadar visuals. What do you guys think about the Jem'Hadar visuals? Kind of, for me personally, I kind of like the I don't know if you can say it, nostalgic moment. Is like, even though it's like the old visuals, because there are, like, you know, different visuals up here right now. All right, next one is gonna be the Lucari visuals. No, that's not the Lucari. Where is the Lucari? This one. Yes. That's the engines and that's the shielding. Oh, I totally forgot. I still need the gamma. All right, we'll take care of that later. This is the Lucari visuals. At some... Oh, that is sick. Oh, this is a sick looking ship. I wonder if you, well, this is just wishful thinking right now, but if you separate this saucer section and you just go back in time with just the saucer section, there you go. That is basically a UFO. Oh man, this is awesome. Wow, the Lucari visuals are awesome. What is this? Do we have something of the Iconian visuals right here? Wow, that is so cool. All right, next is going to be the Nukara visuals. Where are you? This one? No, no. Nukara. Where are the other Nukara visuals? Nukara and the shieldings. Oh, I just it just banked a little bit more on the visuals. I guess the set bonus kicked in or something, so it has a little bit more of a turning rate. Nice. Definitely cool to look at. Definitely an intriguing looking ship. I like it. All right, next in line is going to be the Omega visuals. Where is the Omega visuals? Is it this one? That it is. That it is also the engines and the shieldings. Oh, there you go. It banked a little bit less. The set bonus is kicked in and it's like, nope, that's too much bank. Now, in other videos, I really didn't like the Omega visuals that much because it didn't add anything to the shields, to be honest. But look at how much it actually enhances this particular ship. You just, you can actually see like this is the Omega visuals right here. On the saucer section, you can actually see it like these dark brownish decals that you see right there, a little bit of hints, and also this zipper kind of thing right here that goes all the way through the outside of this saucer section. Nice. I'm enjoying this part definitely better. Very good. Prevailing Regalia is going to be next. That is this one. Where is the other one? This one. And this one. And I definitely grabbed the wrong deflector dish. That's the 3 set. Prevailing Regalia on your screen, guys. Now this is from the... Now, most of these shields are from the reputation. You guys can actually see the information on the top left of you guys' screen where you guys can obtain these particular shields or space sets if you want to. Now, some of them are like mission rewards, but most of them are reputation to be obtained from the reputation system. And the one thing that I don't have is the Gamma, and then I'm going to hold that one for last because I kind of need to grab that one from the console at the Durozana station, because I don't have my reputation all the way to level 5 as you guys have that already unlocked. I don't, but this is the Prevailing Regalia space set. Very nice. Kind of looks like it is a little bit like dirty and like it has a little bit of dust on top. Oh, that transition is awesome. Very nice. All right, next is going to be the Remans. The Remans, and after that is going to be the Romulans, because they basically have kind of the same visuals, but not. All right, so this is the Remans. Oh, look at that glow. Or that reflection, not that glow, that reflection on the hull right there. Basically reflected the planet. Very nice. Now, there is no transition between like, oh, wait a minute. There is definitely a reflection, but not a transition. Oh, you can actually see it again right there. The Earth being reflected. Nice. How much are we? We are almost at a minute, so we are going to do the next one. The next one is going to be the Romulans and their visuals. There we go. That's the Romulans right here. Wow. Even the Romulans have really cool visuals. I'm not seeing like when I'm doing like, the special task force mission, or we kind of need to upgrade the names to task force operations, TFOs. Because from now on, or at least with, you know, with the new season coming up, they're changing the names. It's not Qs and STFs anymore. It is Task Force Operations. We are doing operations. Oh, that's just cool. But it is only a name upgrade, though. The new system, I've been testing it out on Tribble. It's just, yeah, I'm going to do a video about that later on, when the system is basically finalized. But this is how it is with the Romulans. Next is going to be the, let me see which one, the Temporal, that's this one. This is the engines, and the shielding should be this one. This is how it looks with the temporal visuals. Can definitely see the circuit board lines and, you know, intricate design right there from the temporal. See the definitely cool deflector dish animation right there with, like, kind of looks like a disco ball when you you know, fire up a disco ball in the underground. Even the F section has that unique old Enterprise thing where a shuttle should land and come from this. Very nice. All right, underneath. Next is going to be the Terran visuals. Terran, this one. Where is the Terran engines? This one, I think so. And the visuals right there. The Terran visuals. Look at this thing. Very nice. I still are using the entire beam from the deflector dish. That's just funny to see. There is like a force of nature from the deflector dish that is illuminating the entire galaxy. That's just fun. And right here is when everything is being illuminated by the sunlight. You can see more details. You can actually see the escape pods, or if they are escape pods. I think so. Now, right now, I kind of need to stop the video because I need to grab myself the reputation gear that I don't have. And I'll be right back. So I just grabbed the Gamma Team Synergies Space Set. Now this is basically the new set that Cryptic has provided us with the reputation, and this is how it looks like on this ship. Basically just like the theme of the Jem'Hadar. So basically the Jem'Hadar upgraded version, or the 2.0. Very nice. I kind of like it and I kind of hate it at the same time. It's basically just like the Bajoran visuals, but then again not, because it has that definitely that glowy pinkish color. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide in the comment section how these if these visuals are to your liking or not. So for me personally, I haven't decided it yet. More like to the part where kind of like it because it has that, you know, that really over the top kind of looking. But then again, like right now, I kind of love it because it's like only has those really bright colors, and you know, in this saucer section, you don't see a lot of details. But when it's right here, when it's like, I don't know, I just don't know. Anyway, that's enough of those visuals. Let us continue with the vanity visuals, and to do that, I'm actually going to equip the default space setup here because I'm going to use this vanity visuals right here. And I am going to do the first one is going to be the discovery. Why is there a lockup here? Character bind and equipped. Okay. That is the discovery right here. This is the discovery. Look at how much it changed the ship. Look at these nacelles have been like totally like upgraded. I kind of love it. And that's saying a lot because the Discovery visuals weren't really appealing to most of us in the beginning. And I cannot zoom in even more, even though I'm like, you know, trying to scroll up. It doesn't let me to showcase more of these awesome visuals. Nice. Very nice. I kind of like it now. That's weird. Like on most other ships, I really, it's like, you know, not that good. But now it's like, like it. I like it. I like it on this particular ship. Let me just say it like that. All right, that's about a minute in. The next one is going to be the Ferengi vanity shields. I don't know whether there's a lockup there, but oh my god. Oh, wait. I should have done that. I should have done that. All right. Let's start 1 minute. Oh my god. Oh man, this hurts my eyes. Ooh. Oh man, this. I just. Oh man, this is. Oh, there is no words for this thing. This is just like me, like totally changing the way the ship looks like at the customization and just messing around with all of the colors, and then finalizing coming to this design. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it is definitely a representative of, you know, the Ferengi in their colors and their ship in, you know, in the Star Trek in the TV shows. Whenever there is going to be like, you know, a Ferengi ship in a scene or whatever, it definitely has these colors. So it is definitely true of, you know, the theme of Star Trek and the Ferengi, but not for me. Okay, next one is my personal favorite of all, the Zenkethi. Oh, look at that. That is a cool looking ship. Man, I love the Zenkethi. Definitely an addition to Star Trek. Wow, even this part is really interesting. Look at the warp nacelles right here, totally wiped out, and it's like a white color. Very interesting. Now, something to note, whenever you're going to go into full impulse, the engine trailer right now, what you guys see is white, but if we go into full impulse, it's going to be green. Look at that. And if we can go again, look at that. It's definitely green in its color. Now I'm basically going to hit the planet in about 2 seconds. And the ship is going to start shaking. Oh, yeah, I just did. Nice. But then again, we have escape velocity, right? But this is how it looks like with the, or without the, if you're not in full impulse, this is how it's going to look like. Now, speaking of engines and stuff like that, there is a, or at least you guys should have this one as well. There is an addition to the engines. Now, I am definitely going to unequip this, but there is the Bozeman Hyper Impulse engine. I should have them somewhere right there. That also has visuals. You guys can actually see it right there. It has that really bright animation. You basically can't see because there's like too much whiteness to it, too much glow. But if I'm going to come out of like the full impulse, you guys can actually see that there is a little bit of animation right there. If you go to the highest impulse that you can go without going to full impulse, it basically does like a in past videos that I've been making, I've been calling it like, you know, like the sonic boom when jet airplanes go through the sonic barrier. And it kind of has the same, if I can increase the volume a little bit. This thing definitely has like a rocket exhaust kind of, you know, roaring. So it definitely looks like that. And it's really cool, like if you go to full impulse, has that sonic boom effect. And it definitely rocks the ship a little bit. Like right now it's not at full impulse, so it's not being utilized to its full capacity. But if you go one more, you basically see that, and the ship kind of like, you know, shakes a little bit. Very nice. I kind of like it, to be honest. All right, so those were all of the visuals that I have for you guys. I don't have anything else to display. That's about it for this ship. So just to recap what this ship is all about, keep in mind that this thing is a support cruiser. Now, cruisers by themselves are tanky, are bulky, they don't really turn. So it's like basically just for survivability. And that's about it. So this thing has 4 weapons on the front, a deflector dish, impulse, warp, and shields, 4 weapons on the aft. So when you want to do out or dish out DPS, this thing has enough weapons to do that. And also for survivability, there shouldn't be a really big problem with this. Room for 4 device slots. We got 4 engineering console slots, 3 science console slots, and also 3 tactical console slots. The Starship let's do the information from the universal console. The temporary trajectory shifter. Let me just stop before this thing goes any further. All right, so here we go with the information right here. Manipulating localized space-times allow this complex technology to shift the chronometric energy from one starship continuing to another. This process is explained in layman's terms as stealing time for the target by redirecting temporal energies. They become slower while you become faster. Relativity speaking, of course, these energies translate as a reduction to foes' weapon firing speed, ability recharge, and defensive rating, while those same aspects of your own starship performance are increased. So plus 10 to defensive rating, plus 50 to starship scientific readiness. This has to do with your bridge officer ability cooldown. So plus 50 to that. So all of your your science bridge officer abilities are going to have a lesser cooldown in default if you equip this thing on your ship. This thing also has that ability called borrowed time. Okay, we just read that. It's basically just like up there. So at 15 maximum, the target foes within a 10-kilometer range, so 10-kilometer sphere basically, to the foe. For 27.3 physical damage, it is going to ignore the shield per second. Now, I do want to say one thing. These numbers that you guys see right here, the 427.3, that has to do with my character. You guys could have like a totally different number right here. My character doesn't have any skills allocated to his, to her trait right here, so it's definitely by default. So keep that in mind. You guys are going to get a totally different number than the 427 that you guys see right here. Weapon firing speed slowed by 33, so that's basically 1/3 of their firing cycle is going to be reduced. Ability cooldown slowed by 1% per second, and also minus 50 in defensive rating. Now, all of these numbers and all of these information right here yells to me that this thing is awesome. If you want to dish out more DPS and you want to basically placate your enemy for 1% per second, minus 50 defensive rating, wow, this thing is going to be a must-have on your ship. And also to self. Now, this has to do with the foes, right? This is what the enemy is going to get. Now, this is what you are going to get. So you're going to get to yourself. Weapon firing speed haste by 50%. So basically, you're going to fire off your beams, your energy-based cannons, your torpedoes 50% faster. If you haven't, if you have enough weapon power and it's not being drained by all of that to zero, this thing is going to fire your beams rapidly. So pew, 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 fire, 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 torpedoes, fire, fire, and your cannons definitely pew, pew, pew. Ability cooldown haste by 20%. So all of your bridge officers and all of that cooldowns is going to be 20% faster. So less cooldown in your abilities, right? Cooldown haste by 20%. And also plus 50 in defensive ratings. So you're going to be more of a tank in just having this thing as a uptime. Now, it doesn't say what the downtime is going to be for this thing, but I guess it's going to be big. And it doesn't also say how much this thing is going to be active. We'll have to check that out as well later. So skill that affect this ability, Starship Exotic Particle Generator. Now, like I said, my traits are 0. Nothing has been allocated as in skill points. But if you have lots of points into Exotic Particle Generator, right here, physical damage is going to be increased like crazy. So keep that in mind. If you want to have this ability more effectiveness, give some point to right here, the Particle Generator, to this ability right here. Does it say how much no, it doesn't say that. Temporal Trajectory Shifter, is it this thing? No, that's borrowed time. Oh no, that is the yeah. Does it say how much it is? No, there is no uptime or downtime on that. Maybe under powers, borrowed BBB, borrowed time. No. Okay, we'll have to check that out while we are going to take this ship into combat. So here we go. Starship Mastery. Level 1, plus 25 kinetic and physical damage resistance rating, so more of a tank. Level 2, rapid repairs is going to increase your whole regeneration by an X amount. And I say X amount because those numbers are bound to my character. 1.25% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space. And twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. Level 3, energy and radiation damage resistance rating by plus 25. Level 4, an increase in maximum whole hit points by 10%. So just a flat out more hit points to your overall pool of hit points. And the history will remember Starship Trait. Wow, I definitely am crazy about this trait. So for each foe that damages you, so not you damaging him, but they attack you. So basically you have like a really high aggro stack or aggro points that you can have. Gain 1 stack of history will remember at 30 stacks maximum, which grant you the following until you leave the map. So plus 1% all damages. Think about this. If you stack them all the way to 30, you're going to get plus 30% all damage. 30% all damage. That's crazy. That's category 2. That's insane. Until you leave the map, so for the entire duration of that thing. That's just insane. Also plus 1% whole regeneration, so you're going to have more tank ability, and that's also at maximum of plus 30 stacks. And also increase the maximum whole hit point by 1%. And I think that also stacks to 30. So basically the entire thing, history will remember. Each stack is going to give you plus 1. So if you have 5 stacks, it's going to give you plus 5% in all of them. Plus 10 stacks, plus 10 in all of them. Crazy. And the last one is plus 10% threat generation while you are in threatening stance. So whenever threatening stance, do I have it right here somewhere? No. Whenever threatening stance is active, so you're going to aggro all of the enemies around you. This thing is going to give you plus more threat regeneration, so more aggro on your ship. All right, so next one is the stations, the bridge officer stations. So we have a lieutenant commander universal station, so you can put tactical, engineering, or science up there. We have a lieutenant tactical station. We also have another ensign, or at least an ensign tactical station as well. What is this? A commander engineering or temporal ops station. So you can go both ways right there. Temporal or commander bridge officers. Very nice. You can definitely fiddle around with that. Have some really cool designs of your own. And also a lieutenant commander lieutenant commander science station. So definitely you can go like tactical heavy. Like that. Hello? Why doesn't that then? Okay. So definitely you can go like, tactical, heavy. You can use this for all of your scientific abilities, and also do lots of science damage with these things like Tychon's Rift and very nice tractor beam repulse. Very nice, very nice. I like this ship. But I'm going to go back to this guy for survivability. And please don't go off on the comment section. This is not a build. This is just something that I put up together. It's not really something that I would recommend you guys utilizing. Now, one thing that I didn't showcase right here is the Admiralty card. Let me just look that up really quickly so I can show it to you guys. Okay, so I tried looking for this Admiralty card, but it doesn't actually show up somehow. Now, I did find a support cruiser right here, but it's totally the different ship right there. And also these numbers don't add up. It does give you the special ability minus 25 maintenance per engineering ship. But if you look at the Star Trek Online page where all of the statistics are being related, let me just go there right now. You can see that the Admiralty statistics right here from their own main website says that the engineering is 62, the science is 19, and the tactical is 27 points. And also the special abilities minus 25% in maintenance per engineering ship. Now, if you go back to the game, these numbers right here don't add up. But I don't know. Maybe they're going to fix this in a later stage. But this is how the ship in its totality looks like. Lots of information that you guys, are fond of have been displayed. One thing that I didn't do is take this thing into battle because usually at this point of the video, I take it and do like a bridge tour, but I'm not going to do that because there is no unique bridge. And the only thing that I can do right now is take this thing into combat, some Argala patrol or something like that. So I'll be right back with that. Now, it's been some long time that I haven't done the patrolling of Argala, so we are going to do that right now. And we're going to help out these Benthans. For all of the space sets, I am using the new synergistic, or at least the Gamma Team synergistic set for this particular endeavor patrol that I'm going to do, but nothing else. Everything is default, skills, traits, non-existent. And so this is how the ship does at default abilities, right? Nothing has been changed, nothing has been added. Now I should make some better weapon efficiency so we can dish out more DPS. What do we got actually? We got Herogens, right? Oh man. These guys are insane. These guys live to fight. Now this is the way a ship actually behaves. I haven't done, like I said, haven't done any new consoles or anything like that. As you guys can see, nothing has been changed, nothing has been done. Mastery is still at level 1. This thing, I should definitely set this. So there is an offensive, defensive, or a support configuration. All of that has to do with the way you play your game. Oh, damn it. Pay attention. But this is not something new. This mechanic right here has been like, in the game for so long, and they basically introduced it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or something like that. And I kind of like it. It has a little bit more of a... I'm going to go for the offensive right here. So maximum engines, better flight speed and turn rate, because this thing definitely needs that. And whenever this bar is going to be full, so 6 stacks of each of these when you are in combat, it's going to give you this ability to molecular deconstruction beams. So it's basically a physical damage over time ability that heals hull and also disables. You guys can see it, 1 stack came up. Now I also have a couple of abilities. I see I don't have the right ones, but that's just all right. That's all good. I need some hull healing. Do I have hull healing? No. Oh my god. My shields are failing, and that's why I don't like these guys, because they do really cool. I need to get some healing, because that's not good. Ooh, something hit me. No, I need to get me some... healings. Feedback, no. Science, hazard, gravity well. Alright. Acetone, weapon. Just do some radiation, get yourself some healing. Technology construction, okay. Alright, we are ready. Heal myself a little bit more. Alright, this also is really cool to see. Hopefully we can use it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, visuals, I like that. How much? Oh, I didn't see the cooldown. I think it was 15. Why do I have 2 torpedoes? Crap. Pay attention, dude. Pay attention. That's not good. Ooh, critical flank. Very nice. Got some items that we can basically salvage for re-engineering points. Am I out of combat? Yes. Alright, let's do up. Alright. Then we're going to change you to you. No, you. Tag team. Good. Good. Alright. Sorry about that. I should be more ready for this combat. Here we go, molecular deconstruction. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Physical damage over that guy. Science team, little bit of that, little bit of radiation damage to him. Why not? Torpedoes, beta, debuff, hold him there. A little bit of hull healing to myself. Now I still don't know why they're changing the color of our hull. This should be green. I checked. This should be green, not like light blue. Maybe they're doing something that we don't know. Take that. Take that. All of these are going to hit this guy. Hopefully. Beta, more weapon power. Dead. Where are the other ones? Oh, right here. Alright, so we can use one of these guys in 3, 2, 1. So we're basically linked up together. Oh, I used that wrongly. I should have used that one. Titan's Rift. Hold them there. So the Titan's Rift is lots of DPS. Molecular deconstruction, your butt. Torpedoes, beta. Oh my god, he hit my shields really hard. Now I can basically jump back and be at this aft and hit him again. Okay, so it has a cool... Okay, so it has an uptime of 15 seconds. Now let me just pay attention to this thing a little bit. Like, uptime for 15 seconds, and what is the cooldown of that thing? 3, 2, 1, and then... Wow, it's right away? No. No, 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 no. Don't tell me it's right away. Okay, this is a little bit of a... Okay, they definitely are going to fix this, because this is not... So basically this thing doesn't have any cooldown. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? So it has an uptime of 15 seconds and no cooldown. Yeah, they're going to fix that. They are definitely going to fix that in a hurry. Or maybe it's not going to be on a cooldown. That could be interesting to do. Let me beta your butt. Okay, well, why are you being held by stupid minds? Okay, so you guys saw a little bit of combat. Wow, so many items that I can grab that I'm not going to, because I just want to display you guys how this thing is working in combat. Now, I think that they are going to change that uptime of this thing, maybe on like a minute or something like that, or maybe 2 minutes, a minute and a half. The uptime is good. The uptime is 15 seconds. That's good. But the downtime or the cooldown should be a minute or a minute and a half. So keep that in mind. They definitely are going to change that. Because that's what it usually is for Universal Console abilities. Usually about a minute or a minute and a half, or maybe 2 if it's a really overpowered ability, just like this one is. So with that being said, I hope you guys had a little bit of fun and entertainment coming out of my channel. Maybe I helped you out in making a decision to buy or not to buy this ship. For me personally, this is a no-brainer. The ability that this thing comes when you equip or when you level this thing all the way to level 6 in your mastery. The what is it called again? The Starship Trait. History will remember. This is awesome. Every foe that's going to attack you for the duration of the entire map combat Everybody that's going to attack you is going to give you +1 to all damage, and that's all damage that basically is category 2. If they don't change this thing is going to be awesome. So for the trait, I would definitely put down, if you're going to go based off of my recommendation for the trait, I would definitely put down the Zen for this thing. And also for this special ability, weapon firing cycle haste by 50%, and your science cooldown abilities are going to be better because they're going to be faster in their uptime, or at least when you can activate them again, and also +50 defense. So definitely an awesome. I haven't been excited for particular ship in a long time, but definitely excited for this one. But anyway, like I said, going off my recommendation, I would definitely buy it. If you have the Zen, obviously. If you're short on Zen and you have no really good income in the game to actually grab this thing, I would think about it twice or maybe 3 times before putting down the money. But that's just me. I have lots of Zen and I can definitely grab this thing. And for me, it's definitely a no-brainer. For you guys, think about it twice or 3 times, because that's a lot of Zen that you have to put in for this ship. But anyway, that's it for this review. Hope to see you on other videos of mine as well. Their Klingon is going to come as well, because definitely it is interesting to showcase the Klingon ship as well, because that one has lots of cool shapes and forms to display, and that's going to be soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys had fun. Later.